Hey everybody, welcome to the 9 Mile Swamp. It's great to be here tonight. I'm Kurt, this is Cheryl, and we got some songs for you. We're tuning into some of our live feeds now. Not there?
No, I got it. I just had to
Technology.
trouble getting my key stuck there. Okay, there we go.
Okay, looks like we're making some progress here.
Yeah, okay. Keep going, keep going.
This is the life, boy. We're live. So we got a bunch of good songs for you tonight. We've got a David. We're going to start out with a David Ray song. David Ray was a guitar accompanist for Ian and Sylvia, if there are any folk fans out there. And then we've got a couple of our own tunes for you. Actually, we're going to be playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 originals. And we also have a song by my good friend Gary Terbush from the Save the Mountain album. And we'll tell you a little bit more about that in a while. How we doing?
I think I'm good.
Okay, great.
Thanks.
Well, here's a David Ray song. I'm leaving in the evening, gonna go to Tennessee. I'm leaving in the evening, gonna go to Tennessee. Well, the money I make won't fit my pocket, and the women make a fool out of me, Women make a fool out of me. I ought to go to California, ought to go to Mexico. Ought to go to California, ought to go to Mexico. But I got bad luck living in my booties, and it follows me wherever I go, follows me wherever I go. Mama bought a chicken, thought it was a horse, put it on the table for the 44th course. Dad began to holler, kids began to cry, we'd all understand it in the sleep by night. Ought to go to Arizona to get myself a cattle spread. I'd be an old prospector with the buses flying over my head, buses flying over my head. Loves whiskey, my daddy loves gin. My brother peddles papers and my sister peddles sin. The old hand cackles, tearing up the fleas. I'm in trouble from my neck to my knees. I ought to go to Chicago, get some blood in my shoes. Oh, well, I ain't never been a doggone loser, 'cause I never had nothing to lose, never had nothing to lose. I'm leaving in the evening, gonna go to Tennessee. I'm leaving in the evening, gonna go to Tennessee. Well, the money I make won't fit my pocket, and the women make a fool out of me, Women make a fool out of me.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Oh, there goes my music playing here again. Okay, now we're good.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready for Still in These Bars?
No. And this one. Did you move your music too? Yes. You can see yours. Okay. I think I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's so hard to take it all when you can't raise a smile. When singing your old song, sing wears you down just like a mile. We rode along through 7 winters wet, through lean times and good. We sang away our cares, and I'm still in these bars, and I'm still on the run, still singing my songs, and I'm still having my fun. Late at night, we would end up in some dive, talking over the good times until the morning light, laughing over the time we got lost in the snow, and how we picked up the beat, found a way to go. And I'm still in these bars, and I'm still on the run, still singing my songs, and I'm still having my fun. At me like I've called all of my shots, like you know all my thoughts. Well, you must know a lot. Still I wish we could sing together again, standing side by side, like we were still old friends. Still in these bars, and I'm still on the run, still singing my songs, and I'm still having my fun. And I'm still in these bars, and I'm still on the run, still singing my songs, and I'm still having my fun. Still in these bars, and I'm still on the run, still singing my songs, and I'm still having my fun. So it was about, let me see, about 40 years ago, maybe 40 years and a couple months ago, that I walked into a little diner in New Paltz called the Olympic, and sat down at a table by myself with a book and started to read. I always bring books when I eat alone in restaurants because I am a unapologetic eavesdropper, and so it
Whisper in your ear, you skip Sunchild.
Oh, I skipped Sunchild.
So it's up
You know
to
what?
We'll
We'll come
just do
back to
next.
it. Yeah. So anyway, before I walked into that diner, I had been involved with Save the Mountain, and I had been a runner up in the mountains for years. I ran up there and spent a lot of time up there hiking, running, and hanging out. And so I walked in and I heard some people at the next table because I couldn't read the book. I was eavesdropping, and I heard some people talking about making a record for the mountain. And I had already been distributing leaflets and stuff. And I listened to the conversation, and I thought to myself, boy, I just really want to walk over to that table. But, you know, if I walk over to the table and truly this looks like a fait accompli, these guys are going to tell me to go get lost. So one of the people who was talking was a wonderful artist. Help me out. Painter I recorded with. Okay. But you know who I'm talking about. I just can't think of it because we have 2 or 3 of his paintings in the house.
Talk some more.
No, but we'll get there. And so anyway, I just walked over to the table and I just blurted out and I said, I think I can help you record this album. I think I can make it better. I think I can produce it for you. Not knowing whether it could. Glenn River, right? That's it. Was Glenn. I love Glenn. I'm sorry, Glenn, if you're listening. And I said, I think I can do it better. And they just looked at me and said, okay. I don't know if usually things like that don't happen. And so this incredible thing fell into my lap, and I spent a good amount of time co-producing the Save the Mountain album with Michael Klein and with the musician coordinator Hallie Hammer. The 3 of us were a team, and we worked on the record. And so many wonderful people were involved with that. Felix Drever, who's an incredible keyboard player for the Womblers. Kit Potter was involved with some of the other names. Gary Terbush, Sonja Hansen, Roger Terbush. Julie Grower sang a beautiful a cappella song. Michael Malcolm Mitchell, who's no longer with us, I'm sad to say. Leo Glazer, Jim Schaefer, and Sherry Elston sang a really cool pop-sounding song. A beautiful mountain song by Ed Shaw and Carol Kunast. Les Vegas and John Osman. Robbie Casey, we don't know where she is. She might be in Australia. We've been trying to track her down. And some of the other musicians who played in the pit band were Kim Romash, Leroy Hornbeck, and R.J. Jorgensen. And all these people donated the time, not just to the recordings, which took a lot of time, but also to the benefits. It was a heavy commitment for everybody involved, and they all loved it, and we loved it. We had a great time together. We did a concert at Joyous Lake. And the reason why I bring this up, or one reason I bring this up, is that on February 28th, I'll be on WDST on Doug Grunther's show, which is called Roundtable. That starts sometime before 8 o'clock, but I'll be on between 8:10 and 8:30. And we're going to talk a little bit about Minnewaska and what a wonderful thing it was that we saved the mountain ridge and we saved Lake Minnewaska from development, from Marriott Hotel coming in, building a hotel on condominium, not agreeing to never have gambling, and asking for a complete tax abatement. So all that happened back then. So I'll be on Doug Grunther's show on February 28th. And then on April 5th at 9 o'clock, and we'll be talking about this in subsequent shows.
9 o'clock p.m.
9 o'clock p.m. We'll be doing a full 1 hour in WDST, playing the album and talking about the songs and the experience. And we're really proud of it. And I'll tell you why. It's not just about the music. I mean, music is all well and nice. I've made several records in my life. I have 4. I'm not going to go into that. But this is special because this is completely different. This is something else again. This is something something that people believed in so strongly that really made a difference. And what it proves is that people can make a difference. This was a powerful corporation, Marriott Corporation, and they are gone. And you have Lake Minnewaska anytime you want. You can go up there and enjoy the trails and see one of the most beautiful places on earth, which looks so much better without asphalt, glass, and concrete. It's things turned out really well, and sometimes they do, which is a good thing to know.
And there's a Save the Mountain Minnewaska Facebook page too that you can be part of.
This song was called Save the Mountain. It was written by Gary Terbush and Sonja Hansen. so sacred. I know the reason why. We call out Sacred Mountain. Your friends are by your side to help you in your battle. We won't let you die. Felt the wind on the mountain many a time. Clear streams flowing, the sun through the pines. The beauty that you've shown us, Mother Nature's hand. Live on Minnewaska, by you we will stand. And we must save the mountain. Save the mountain. Save the mountain for all time. For all time. Sad when men use money for everything they do. Seal a mountain's beauty away from me and you. The hand of corporate power moves steadily on. We must stop the madness and help us sing our song. And we must save the mountain. Save the mountain. Save the mountain for all time. For all time. It's a song called Sunchild. Tell you how I feel tonight. Won't do no good, won't set things right. No, you just can't make it anymore. Tried to cage you with my love, but now to free you can't love. Keep myself from knocking at your door. Sunshine, I'm living in a darker way. Sunshine, your love is from another day. No matter what I try to do, I can't bring back the past. And your sunshine is slipping from me fast. You tell me that our love's grown old. I slip from sunshine into coldness. I can't seem to put my days away. Time goes by, all my life I'll spend alone. I won't take no wife, and I hope you change your mind someday. Sunshine, I'm living in a darker way. Sunshine, your love is from another day. No matter what I try to do, I Sunchild, I'm living in a darker way. Sunchild, your love is from another day. No matter what I try to do, I can't bring back the past. And your sunshine is slipping from me fast. Traveling now into the night, the darkness of the afterlife, away from all the times that I knew. The candles burn, the bottles done, alone I stand without the sun, to go my way and sing my song for you. Sunchild, I'm living in the dark. Sunchild, your love is from another day. No matter what I try to do, I can't bring back the past. And your sunshine is slipping from me fast. Your sunshine is slipping from me fast. Your sunshine is slipping from me fast.
So thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you spending your time with us. And we would love to get a little note from you or something telling us what you've been up to or something fun you've been doing or anything. Just to let us know that you're there. That would be great. And we have our usual suspects watching.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's nice. And I know, Mom, you're there watching, but I never can tell when you are. But I have a sneaky suspicion you're there. And I hope you like my dress this time.
Here's a sexy little song.
Julia, I was so busy talking, I forgot to get ready.
I'm sorry.
That's not your fault.
It's called Julia in Running Shoes. Is you ready?
Yeah.
It's just as easy as 4, 5, and 6 when you are playing each sexy love trick. You're taking pleasure as I run faster. I slip and falter, sweet soft disaster. Running you down across a field of ice, catching you would be so warm and so nice. Turning your pretty back to me, baby, thinking that you could outrun me, maybe. Julia in running shoes.
Okay, and then we have William's guitar.
Okay, this next tune is, I'll tell you the story. This tune is based on an old fellow. He lived up in what was once called the Pacamaw Wood, up near the Shokan Reservoir, near Shokan Road and Lapla Road, and up there. Back in the day, back in the old days, that was a place where they made barrels. It was they made hoops for barrels and made barrels up there. And William lived up there, and not only did he make barrel hoops, but he made everything. He made little tapestries and little statues of birds made out of wood and stone, and so forth. And he also built a guitar. And this is his story. Everything you heard up until now is not true. But I used to tell people that story, and then of course fess up that it wasn't really true. William, the character William, is an amalgam between my late friend John Harold, William Morris, little Pete Seeger thrown in, a little bit of John Burroughs thrown in, and I wanted to create the perfect character, right? And there's no such thing as a perfect person, so I built one out of parts.
You're pretty perfect.
Wow. I'm trying to get them. You are on my good side, my right side. This guitar belonged to my friend William. This guitar, it no longer sounds so good. And when I hold it, there are times when I can see it. The frets are worn, there's no finish on the wood. His hands were stained from the indigo and madder, roots and walnuts, weld yellow, shell and cochineal. Never coal tar, never analyzed for color. His tapestries showed free men in their fields. He built this cabin about a mile from the highway. He wove his hangings, he made birds from wood, clay, and stone. He built this guitar, then he took it down that highway. He sang of love, though he mostly sang alone. He toured towns with their rivers found by factories. He sang out loud to the women who labored in the mills. He sang about the dead men and their coal mines. His voice rang clear through the hollers and the hills. This guitar belonged to my friend William. This guitar, it no longer sounds so good. And when I hold it, there are times when I can see him. The frets are worn, there's no finish on the wood. Songs about the bitter fruit of violence. He sang us songs about his love that never died. We heard him, I think we were the truly privileged. We heard his message, working people, we will rise. I'm gonna save it, gonna save it for the future. I'm gonna put it in the hands of Eddie Deer. He'll fill the cracks, change the frets and fix the action. We'll bring it back to the forests and the fields. hold him. There are times when I can see him, the frets are worn, there's no fish on the world. Williams guitar.
Yeah,
And
so it's
let's see, what's up now? We're gonna,
it's Moonglow
Moonglow.
next.
All
That's
right.
Moonglow next.
sounds
so.
good. I'm going to do a quick tuning, so if you want to tell them anything.
Sure, I'll tell them about some other great musicians who play live on Facebook that you can check out, and other places too. I saw Joe Giglio popped in here, and Joe is a great guitarist, great jazz guitarist, and
a great friend.
And a great friend, and very supportive of us. Thank you, Joe. And he has a Facebook show every Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. So tune in to Joe Giglio. And Joe, if you want to post your information in one of the comments here, that'd be great. And then we have Craig Ellis, who's watching.
Hey, Craig.
Hi, Craig. And we watch Craig's show on Tuesday nights on streetjelly.com at 7 o'clock. So you can check him out there. And we have other friends too. Margie Zintz plays Monday evenings, early evening, like 4:30ish or so. Great singer, guitarist, songwriter, and she takes a lot of cover songs too. If you have something that you like to hear, if she doesn't know it, sometimes she learns it for another time. So check out Margie Zintz also.
Margie has a beautiful voice and she's a fine guitarist.
Yes.
I think that's a show you won't want to miss.
No. Okay.
So, everybody writes songs about the moon. If you write a love song, you've got to have the moon somewhere in one of your love songs, right? Well, okay. I know it's a cliche, but this is my moon love song.
And you can dance to this too.
This is called Moonglow. You've heard it before, another knock at your front door. You let others in, and you felt the winter wind blow. I'm sorry, I got him.
Technology.
Technology. Apologize.
We put you down on now.
Yeah. No,
Still on
dang it.
YouTube.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so, oh,
I can't get it to go out of that setting.
yeah, I forget how to do it too. I
I
can't.
know. There's only one thing to do: turn it off and turn it on again. It's a digital thing.
So
Okay.
while Kurt's doing that, I can also tell you about our website, dogknowsband.com, dog K-N-O-W-S.
No, it's still on that.
And didn't you have to hit the memory thing?
I'm trying to. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now
All
it's
right.
cooperating.
Anyway, go to our
Apologize for
website,
that.
go to our Facebook page, go to lots of things.
Did I tell you we had a song about the moon?
You did, I kind of remember that.
Okay.
Remember I said you were perfect?
You've heard it before, another knock at your front door. You let others in, and you felt the bitter wind blow. This is not just a ploy, but I was writing a tune-for till I uncovered a song, and it's the sound of the Moonglow. It's the song of the Moonglow shining into your window. It's the song that true love knows, the only sound where true love grows. It's hard to let go when the past all that you know. I heard you fell for the words and the tricks of love's treason. I'm not just testing my wit in the spell of this Moonglow. I'm not out for myself, I've got a heart for all seasons. It's the song of the Moonglow shining into your soft song of summer. You'll be waiting inside, but you won't leave the light on. There'll be moonlight enough for the long nights of winter. It's the song of a moonglow shining into your window. It's the song that true love knows, the only song where true love grows. Now bring up the moon with a song by your window. When you hear the tune, you will know what my heart knows. Now bring up the moon with a song by your window. When you hear the tune, you will know what my heart knows.
There.
There.
There. Now, switch guitars again.
Yeah.
And this next song is for you, Mom, because it's your favorite one that Kurt wrote. And it's called Emily. And do you have a story to tell about it, or are we just going to...
Now, Emily used to live in a place called the Pacamaw Woods, where she made barrel hoops and barrels and birds out of wood, clay, and
I
stone.
think that's William's guitar, honey.
Oh.
You have the wrong story.
Oh, well, the story about Emily. Yeah, the story about Emily is it was a song that grew out of a mistake. I was playing a song and I did this kind of, right, and then did this. And then I did, and it worked. So it had kind of an interesting sound in it. So so I wrote a song
Okay. All right.
called Emily. Oh, I know what I need.
Capo.
Yes, I do not
It's
like them.
affordable night. I think it's affordable night tonight.
Yeah.
Nah, we're good. Okay. waters all the ferns inside the old bookstore. Emily, merrily dusts the books and sweeps across the oaken floor. A special chore. She grins at Mrs. Riley and she's out the door. Mrs. Riley watches till she's gone.
drags her feet. She sings her Jesus loves me all alone. Emily longs to see all the smiling shopkeepers that once she knew. Emily wearily calls on all the stores along the avenue. Some are new, old friendly faces, grown so few. She waits and then she slowly shuffles on. The sounds of hungry engines fill the city street. She sings the only song she's ever known. She sings her Jesus loves me as she drags her feet. She sings her Jesus loves me all alone. Well, it's been a splendid evening. Thank you for joining us on the 9 Mile Swamp. It's been great
Glad you
talking to
could.
you about Madawaska. If I hope that some of you tune in February 28th to hear, which is at 8 in the morning. It's a Sunday, right?
Yes.
It's 8 in the morning to hear a little bit about the battle to save Lake Minnewaska and how all that went down in the, I guess, well, before the 80s and into the 80s. It's a great story. And also on April 5th, if you want to mark your calendars, also on WDST, we'll be doing an hour special about Lake Minnewaska and about how people like you and I can really make a difference if we believe passionately in something. Even in these Trumpy times. Even in these Trumpy times. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Wait for you to do that. Okay. Thank you. We appreciate that you joined us, listened to our music. So grateful you could make it.